Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday Night Legacy presented by Spellhold Games. I'm Eugene and we're getting into round 3 from January 18th. Let's get started. On the left we have Witherbloom Storm, piloted by Jack, and on the right we have John H. playing Elves. Starting the play off with Misty Rainforest Past into Windswept Heath Bayou Green Sun Zenith on John's side. Green Sun Zenith going to get him any. Is it any creature? No, it's any green creature from the deck with converted mana cost X or less. X here is 0, so he is able to grab that Dryad Arbor, which has a converted mana cost of 0, but it's a land and a creature, so it comes into field with Summoning Sickness, meaning it cannot tap for land or tap for mana the turn it comes in. But John doesn't really care about that and passes it back. So we have a Ponder being resolved on Jack's side. Jack looking to set up a series of plays all at once, usually pretty either slow to start or goes off immediately. So we're seeing a little bit of a slower start here from Jack. Passing it back to John. John casting, putting down a Gaia's Cradle, which is going to get him so much stuff. So he gets Elvish Visionary, which gets a Allosaurus Shepherd, a Heritage Druid, which taps for 3 mana, gets 2 more cards. Because Heritage Druid, he can tap any 3 elves that he controls to get 3 more mana, which is going to get him right into his win condition. Well, one of the win conditions. He has 2 Allosaurus Shepherds out. He can pay 6 mana to turn all of his elves in play into 5/5s. Base power 5/5, which is pretty huge. There we go. Passing it back to Jack. He's resolving a Brainstorm, I believe, at the end of John's turn. Trying to make sure. Oh, no, that was a main phase Brainstorm. Trying to set up. Jack's looking down the barrel. Yeah, he's just going to pick it up because he knows that's a ton of damage, and he did not have the cards to make it work in his hand. So we are into match 2 here. Jack having the start, checking out his hand. And I believe he's going to start with 6, but he's going to pass straight away, meaning he has no land drop out of his hand. And that's going to be a Thoughtseize from John, grabbing any non-land card out of his hand. We have revealed Lotus Petal and 2 Lion's Eye Diamonds, Brainstorm, Past in Flames, and a Dark Ritual. So Lion's Eye Diamond is going to get him a lot of mana, but I think Jack was kind of waiting at least for a land so that he didn't have to pop his Lotus Petal to do that Brainstorm. So Jack is pretty stranded here now that he... Oh, there's the land that he wanted for the Brainstorm, but it's no good. And John following up with a Collector Oof. This is going to stop all activated abilities of all artifacts, even mana abilities from activating. So Lion's Eye Diamond and Lotus Petal are both dead. Jack pretty dead in the water here. Not a ton he can do unless he can remove that Collector Oof from the battlefield. I think John just resolved a Green Sun Zenith, ripping that Dryad Arbor into play. Got to buy you in that beautiful uncut Miscut Forest. John thinking about his plays. Looks like he's got a Gaia's Cradle in hand, Endurance, Natural Order. That's a pretty stacked hand, if I do say so. 2 mana, 3 mana, Green Sun Zenith for 2. What is he going to grab? He's going to grab an Elvish Visionary. This is going to draw him an extra card. This card pairs very well with an insect in the deck called Wirewood Symbiote. I don't know if we're going to see that here. John's going to go for a Verdant Catacombs and attack for 2. I'm a little confused as to why the Gaia's Cradle didn't come down. Maybe he is fearing that it could be targeted, and maybe he can't really go off this turn, so there's no point to it. Playing a little more cautiously, I can understand that. Jack looking at trying to resolve this Ponder. Very, looks like he's really thinking about it, kind of concerned. A lot of dead cards in his hand. He does have access to the Dark Ritual, which maybe could get him off the ground, but beyond that, not a ton that he can do. I'm not sure how much removal Jack runs to get rid of that Gaia's Cradle. Oh, I actually had forgotten about this interaction. John sacrificing the Verdant Catacombs to grab Dryad Arbor, which does have basic land type forest as well as being a creature. Man, that's some good synergy. All right, John counting up his mana. So we know he has the Gaia's Cradle, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Casting Birch Lore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going for 8 mana. That's going to be Craterhoof Behemoth, giving all of his creatures +6/+6 and trample. And I think he has it Xaxes. I think that was 17 damage on the board, or 19 damage. So kind of a bummer game for Jack, but here we are. So that's the end of match 3, round 3, and we did not have a round 4, but I am going to put up an exhibition match, I believe. So stay tuned for that. Thanks.